Let's bring in someone who also, knows a thing or two about what's been going on. Mr. Raja Gopalan. Mr. Raja Gopalan, who are the top 5, sir?
The same the 4 ministers who are trusted to Mr. Narendra Modi, Mr. Amit Shah, Mr. Rajnath Singh, Mr. Jai Shankar, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman. There will be jig in that 4, but my conclusion is that Nirmala Sitharaman will continue, Mr. Amit Shah will continue in the CCS. So therefore, as your correspondents Amit and Pragya have been reporting as of now, I do agree with them. Because
Mr. Raja Gopalan, look, I am not going to let you get away with this. CCS, all that is fine. You tell us the portfolio that they will keep.
Portfolios, this morning I sent you SMS, Mr. Pranesh, you know that. I was the first person to tell you 5 o'clock is the cabinet. You online, you say yes. You say that yes.
You tell me, you should say this for our viewers also. Not just personal consumption.
There are 85 departments in Government of India and 85 will be equally distributed and key portfolios will be with Mr. BJP and also Mr. Narendra Modi will ensure that plum portfolios are given to TDP and Nitish Kumar's JDU and also to JDS. So therefore, we have to wait and watch. I cannot give because as a newsman for 40 years I have been speculating, but not for the past 10 years because Narendra Modi won't allow you
nobody knows what's on PM Modi's mind and what will eventually happen. Only he knows. Okay,
it is also not.
Let's just expand the scope of this conversation, Mr. Raja Gopalan. Look, on day 1 of this government, after taking oath last evening, the Modi 3.0 has hit the ground running. We already have 2 major announcements. The big thrust and focus is on Garib and Kisan. We have the details. So on one side, you have a situation where the Prime Minister is delivering on his guarantees. And on the other, the Congress finding it difficult to even explain it to their own leaders. Leaders in Karnataka, Congress leaders at that, are speaking up against their own guarantees and the poll guarantees that cost them the elections. Umar Junaidi is with us. Mr. Junaidi, what is your view?
Good evening, Pranesh. See, the very sole purpose of the guarantees in Karnataka was to help the needy and the poor people of Karnataka. And that was the only intention. It was not to garner the votes of the voters from the Karnataka. And if we talk about the guarantees introduced with if the sole intention was to garner the vote, then yes, it has been fruitful in the assembly elections. Now talking about the parliamentary elections, the issues were different, the developments were different, and the ideologies were different. That is NDA versus India. So people of Karnataka might have not resulted very good for Congress, but yes, the vote percentage of Congress has been increased.
No, it's not about
the number of seats in Karnataka has increased.
Mr. Junaidi, look, your Congress leaders are making the point. It's not as if people in the BJP are saying this. The Congress leaders, and we have the reactions. I can play it out. If you don't believe me, they are saying that the result of the rout in Karnataka is because of the fancy guarantees that we promised and we were not able to deliver. People don't like guarantees, is what Mr. Lakshmana is saying.
Pranesh?
Okay, we have another confirmation. I'm just disrupting this big news coming in. We told you about S. Jaishankar. He will continue as India's External Affairs Minister. Now, more inside scoop on who gets what portfolio. Nitin Gadkari will retain the road transport portfolio. Someone who's earned a lot of adulation from even the opposition. Nitin Gadkari will continue in his role of boosting India's infrastructure as road transport minister. Pragya.
Yes. So it means that the news that we have been giving to our viewers is right, that almost all the top ministers and the trusted ones, Prime Minister wants them to retain their portfolios because they have been doing great work and they know where the work has reached. This is also sort of continuation of the work that Prime Minister ensured that got started on the development role. And in fact, Prime Minister has trust in these ministers to ensure that there is continuity of the development on the tasks that have been started, and there is much more that will about to come. So Prime Minister is also posing his faith in these trusted generals, I would say, and he wants to have the status quo. He knows that they know what Prime Minister wants, and Prime Minister doesn't have to work on them from the very beginning. If Prime Minister changes those ministers, then they will understand the ministry another way. There is another way to deal with the projects as well. Prime Minister wants the continuity in the development work is what is being signaled by this decision that the top
Nitin
ministers will
Gadkari
retain
retains
their
the Road
portfolios.
Transport and Highways Ministry. Ajay Tamta will be MOS Road Transport. Harsh Malhotra is MOS Road Transport. Top sources giving us more details on who will get what. Mr. Rajagopalan, any surprises here?
There is no surprise. This cabinet, Narendra Modi 3.0, can be very well established that it is Viskit Bharat ka roop hai. And moreover, he laid the road 24 is equal to 24 into 7. Therefore, Prime Minister wants the continuity. And moreover, the confidence with which these ministers have performed in the last government, therefore, Prime Minister wants to reward with them the same portfolio. So, therefore, there is continuity. From this, we can also understand the mindset of the Prime Minister that it's going to be the continued, and whomsoever is there in JDS or JDU, or for that matter NCP and Shiv Sena, we wait and watch for that portfolio, not the BJP's. BJP portfolios will continue as it is. That is what we get the message from this Pranesh.
Mr. Umar Junaidi, many in the BJP are asking, while we are distributing portfolios, the government is already working on its plan. Who will be the LOP? There was a unanimous resolution passed at the CWC. We haven't heard from the person whose name was...
Rahul Gandhi to stay, whether Wayanad or Raebareli. You ask him first. Leave alone LOP. Where is Rahul Gandhi? Because they all heckled Mr. Gopi, the Congress Kerala unit center, saying that it's a mockery. Now if Mr. Rahul Gandhi leaves Wayanad, it's a mockery because he cannot cheat the voters of Wayanad. You don't talk about LOPs. Talk about where Mr. Rahul Gandhi will stay, whether Wayanad or Raebareli.
Okay, first pictures there of what we told you. Look at that picture closely. Road Transport and Highways Ministry. Nitin Gadkari heads the ministry, and there are the two deputies, Ajay Tamta, MOS Road Transport, and Harsh Malhotra, MOS Road Transport. You heard it first on Times Now. A news break confirmed once again. We've given you two names already. In fact, four now with the two editions of Ajay Tamta and Harsh Malhotra. We told you that S. Jaishankar will continue as India's External Affairs Minister. And Nitin Gadkari continues in the portfolio that he had. Road Transport and Highways, gets two new deputies in Ajay Tamta and Harsh Malhotra. Mohit also joining us with more details on the broadcast. Yes, Mohit.
Well, yes, Pranesh, what we are getting to know is that Nitin Gadkari is all set to retain Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. We know for a fact that one thing, Pranesh, that we have traveled through all these elections, the people say that the condition of roads have become excellent, and they say that one thing that has happened under this government is about the roads. The highways have become very efficient, very good, and people have been praising the construction of the road and the highways under Modi government, and the credit has gone to Nitin Gadkari. So everyone was asking that whether this will go with the allies or not, but what we are getting to know as of now is that Nitin Gadkari is all set to retain Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Ajay Tamta, who took oath yesterday as an MOS, will be the MOS in the Ministry of Road Transport Highway, along with Harsh Malhotra, the BJP member of Parliament from East Delhi. He's a first-time minister, first-time MP, and Ajay Tamta and Harsh Malhotra will be the MOS in the Ministry of Road Transport and Highway. But the biggest breakaway is that
just hold your thoughts. Here's another name, and no surprises here. Amit Shah retains Ministry of Home Affairs. He will be the Union Home Minister. Rajnath Singh retains Defence Ministry. Big names all being broken first on Times Now. Let me quickly recap this piece of information. Breaking first on Times Now. The cabinet meet has ended. We have the names and the portfolios. Rajnath Singh will be the Defence Minister. Amit Shah continues as Union Home Minister. External Affairs Ministry goes to Mr. Jaishankar. It was with him, so there is continuity there too. And Nitin Gadkari retains Road Transport and Highways with 2 new deputies. Pragya.
Absolutely. We have got this information that all the top ministers, in fact, are going to retain their own ministries, like we said. We have also confirmed from our sources that Rajnath Singh is going to continue to head Defence Ministry. Obviously, these are very important policy for the nation, and they do not want any disruption in how the things are being implemented, because they know the mind of the Prime Minister, and they know how Prime Minister thinks and what he needs for the vision that is 2047 Viksit Bharat. So Prime Minister also has trusted his lieutenants, I would say, and he is going by that. The trust is still there, and this is also endorsement of the work that has been done by Modi 2.0. Despite all the accusations and despite all the attacks by the opposition on no work being done in Modi 2.0, Prime Minister is saying that there has been a lot of development, and these ministers are going to be charged of the same ministries, is what we are understanding right now.
Mr. Rajagopalan, of the names that we've discussed so far, what is your take?
Prime Minister wants continuity. Prime Minister has confidence in his team, that is CCS. Pranesh, having covered the Parliament and also the Government of India for 40 years, the fulcrum ministry out of 85 departments is Home, next is Finance, third is External Affairs, fourth is Defence. That is North Block and South Block Raisina Hill. That is more important. Prime Minister continues, he is the same team. Therefore, the CCS is not disturbed. CCS is important because whatever is going to be done, Mr. Amit Shah continues because he has to retrieve POK. He has to fulfill the agenda of RSS. He has to fulfill the FCRA, where the religious conversions, Christian fund and Muslim funds are coming through various sources. So he wants to monitor that.
So a larger message going out from the Modi government on day one itself. If anybody had doubts on the intent and vision of this government, many people thought, and there was speculation that there will be a compromise because, look, the Prime Minister will have to depend on allies. Nothing happening. The Prime Minister underlining the intent, and this is a big stamp on continuity. Rajnath Singh is Raksha Mantri, External Affairs Minister is Mr. Jaishankar, Nitin Gadkari as Road Transport and Highways, and Home Minister will be Amit Shah. All names being broken first on Times Now. Pragya and Amit, thank you for your input. We're taking a short break. Mr. Rajagopalan, always good to have you, but please stay on. Mohit, Pragya, we're taking a short break. We'll come back with this. Deepthi joins you on the other side.